Ignou Meg-02 British Drama Chapter 1 Christopher Marlowe Dr. Faustus Long Question 2. To what extent is Dr. Faustus a morality play, or Dr. Faustus is basically a Christian document? Discuss. Answer. Morality play was one of the early drama forms. It developed out of the mystery and miracle plays, and it flourished during the Middle Ages, attaining much popularity in the first half of the 15th century. The morality differed from the miracle play in that it was not concerned with presenting a biblical story with named characters, but was rather a play conveying a moral truth or lesson by means of personified abstractions. The morality at the bottom dealt with problems of morality and immorality, evil and sinless. Dr. Faustus symbolizes the height of the English moral values as a morality. It vindicates humility, faith, and obedience to the law of God. Indeed, an eminent critic has described this play as the most obvious Christian document in all Elizabethan drama. Far from being iconoclastic, this play is wholly conventional in its Christian values, and it enforces and illuminates the very basic tenets of Christianity. It preaches the basic Christian values and should therefore be considered as a morality play. Every line of Dr. Foster speaks of Christian values and beliefs, and the doctrine of damnation pervades it. The devil and hell are omnipresent in this play and are terrifying realities. Faustus makes a bargain with the devil, and for the sake of earthly earning, earthly power, and earthly satisfaction, goes down to horrible and everlasting perdition. The hero is depicted as a rich creature who, for lower values, gives up higher ones. Thus, the drama is a morality play in which heaven struggles with hell for the soul of a renaissance. Every man who loses the battle on account of his psychological and mortal weakness. It would be incorrect to treat Faustus as a noble victim of a tyrannical deity. On the contrary, God is exceedingly good in his gift to the hero until the latter becomes the victim of his own insatiable desires. And even then, God is willing to forgive, though if he repents. But Faustus intentionally refuses all aid and so goes down to damnation. There is no ambiguity at all in the play on this main issue. Marlowe establishes the moral values of this play by various means, by the chorus, by Faustus' own recognition, by the good angel, by the old man, by the action itself, and even by Mephistopheles. As an example of the pervasive Christian viewpoint, we also witness the deterioration and the coarsening of Faustus' character and his involvement in low-grade fun. The prologue sets Faustus, his character, and his doom in clear terms. At the very beginning of Faustus' temptation, the good angel urges Faustus to lay aside the damned book of magic and to read the scriptures, but Faustus listens to the evil angel, who is the emissary of Lucifer. Faustus has intellectual pride to an odious degree, but he is also desirous of more vainglory. He says that he is not afraid of damnation and asks questions about Lucifer. Mephistopheles says that Lucifer fell because of his aspiring pride and insolence. But the foolhardy Faustus, though warned by the devil himself, Faustus, too being guilty of insolence and pride, chides Mephistopheles for cowardliness. What is great Mephistopheles so passionate for being deprived of the joys of heaven, learn though of Faustus' manly fortitude, and scorn the joy though never shall possess. Then we see Faustus, his emotional and intellectual instability is fully revealed. He wavers between God and the devil. At first, he is conscience stricken. Now Faustus must though needs be damned, and canst thou not be saved. But in a moment he seems to be self-centric and egoistic. The God thou servest is thine own appetite, wherein is fixed the love of Beelzebub. To him I will build an altar and a church, and offer lukewarm blood of newborn babes. The inner conflict between Faustus' uncontrolled desire and conscience continues as the good angel and the evil angel reappear. The former urging him to give up magic and the latter encouraging him to go forward in that famous art. Faustus has free will, free choice, and the ability to affirm or deny God. He cannot blame anyone but himself for his act and its consequence. That is made clear by Faustus himself when, after his blood has congealed, so that he cannot sign the document. He says that his soul is his own, and that therefore he has every right to pledge to it to the devil. After signing the document, Faustus says, "Consumma dumest," this is finished, which were the last word of Christ on earth according to the Gospel of St. John. Marlowe shows a great insight into the twisted mind of the magician by putting these blasphemous words in Faustus' mouth. Jesus died that Faustus' soul might live. Faustus flings away this priceless gift for certain material benefits and sensual pleasures. But the words are also true in a more literal sense. The good life, the possibility of reaching heaven are indeed being finished for Faustus. Immediately afterwards, God's warning, "Homophuse, man fly," appears on Faustus' arm, and Faustus affirms that God impels him. "Homophuse, whither should I fly? If unto God, he will throw me down to hell. My senses are deceived, here is nothing read. I see it plain, here in this place is read. Homophuse, yet shall not Faustus fly." Hence, he deliberately goes against God, but as he is in this state, Mephistopheles summons a few devils who offer crowns and rich garments to Faustus. In other words, Mephistopheles offers Faustus sensual satisfaction in order to distract his mind from spiritual concern, which might, of course, lead to repentance on his part. Whenever there is danger, from the devil's viewpoint, that Faustus will turn to God's mercy, the powers of hell will deaden their victim's conscience by providing him with some satisfaction of the sense. Mephistopheles also threatens to tear Faustus' flesh for disobedience to Lucifer. The weak-willed voluptuary quickly surrenders. He begs the devil's pardon and offers to confirm with blood his former vow. He asks Mephistopheles to bring Helen for love-making to drive out from his mind any thoughts of revolt against Lucifer. In other words, he again seeks a drug, sensual pleasure, to deaden his spiritual instinct and the pangs of his conscience. For the sake of bodily pleasure, Faustus gives up the last possibility of redemption.